So why is EXP Realty the fastest growing brokerage in the world? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk specifically about how quickly EXP has grown and what has caused the massive growth. And that's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Marc Brenner, and this channel is all about providing real estate agents value, helping you absolutely crush it in your real estate sales business, and create a life of financial freedom. If you have any questions about a topic that I discuss, if you want to know more about using YouTube for your real estate business, or you want to know more about how to choose a brokerage, you should reach out to me directly. If you look in the description below, you can book an appointment with me directly, or you can email me, text me, call me, whatever you want to do. But I love connecting with agents all across the country and helping them achieve their sales goals. All right, so today we're going to be talking about why EXP Realty is growing so fast. Now, regardless of what you've heard about EXP Realty, I hope you're paying attention and at least understand what is setting them apart. Now, full disclosure, EXP is kind of a controversial brokerage in the sense that because of how vocal the agents have been, a lot of other agents can get annoyed with EXP agents and, accuse them of being overly salesy, so on and so forth. But we're going to talk about today, why are so many people talking about EXP Realty? Why is the agent count growing so rapidly? Okay, it has to go beyond just word of mouth or the newest trend in real estate brokerages. I promise you there are some key drivers of this trend that you need to be aware of if you're in real estate. Even if you never join EXP Realty, I think it's extremely important to educate yourself about what the different pros and cons of brokers are, what they're offering, and what they don't offer so you can position yourself best in your real estate sales career. So let's get right into it. Why EXP Realty is growing so fast. Okay, to start, let's look at some statistics so you can really comprehend just how quickly and how massively EXP is growing. Because when we're talking about brokerages, here's the thing, and you probably have already noticed this. Everyone has the best brokerage, right? Everyone has the best technology, the best splits, the best fees, the best training, whatever category you want to discuss, each broker is going to have reasons why they're the best, which makes sense. As I've said in many other videos, brokerages are a numbers game, meaning the more people they bring in, the higher likelihood they have of increasing their overall revenue. So all of these brokers are going to be pitching and selling you on their value proposition. And I promise you, if you really take the time to research and understand what the value proposition of each brokerage is, you will understand which brokerage is right for you. Now, I'm not saying it's always EXP, but what I'm saying is EXP does have a few unique value propositions that no other broker can lay claim to. So let's look real quick statistically at the rapid growth of EXP Realty. So we are going to look at some timelines for statistics in comparing how quickly EXP is growing to Keller Williams, which obviously Keller Williams is probably the most famous real estate brand. They have a great reputation, and for a new agent or for any agent, you've probably considered joining Keller Williams. So if we're going to use them as a gold standard for branding, for agent count, and for overall presence in the marketplace, I think it's really important to look at their timeline of how they got where they are today and compare it to EXP's trajectory. So let's look at EXP's timeline real quick. I'll share my screen with you and you can see the timeline. So EXP literally only started in 2009. So we're only about 12 years old. And we will look at the Keller Williams timeline as well, in which you can see they started in 1983. So obviously EXP is an infant compared to Keller Williams. But if we look at the EXP timeline, so today, as of July 21, we've exceeded 60,000 agents, which is remarkable considering we started in 2009. But it's even more remarkable if you look at how quickly we've grown. You can go down to even March of 2018, okay? Which about 3 years ago. Our agent count was under 8,300 just 3 years ago. You can look at the amazing growth, okay? 15,000 in November 2018, 25,000 in December 2019, 35,000 in September 2020, 50,000 in March 2021, over 60,000 agents in July 2021. Now, let's just compare that real quick to Keller Williams' timeline. So we have a really useful timeline we can look at here as well. So you could see beginning in 1983 in Austin, Texas. And we'll just scroll through here real quick. They don't give a lot of agent count information, but if you look at 2010, you can see they had 77,672 real estate agents. So it took them from 1983 to 2010 to go from 0 to 77,000. You can see, going back to our timeline from 2009, we are definitely going to reach, we probably have already reached by the time you've seen this video, over 70,000 agents, but certainly by the end of 2021, we will have exceeded that. So comparatively, the rapid growth of EXP just really does blow Keller Williams out of the water. You could see at the end of 2014, Keller Williams had 100,575 agents. And if we look directly at the Keller Williams headquarters website, we can see there are currently about 164,399 agents. So definitely Keller Williams is highest by agent count, but here's something to consider: international expansion, okay? EXP has recently just expanded into 17 other countries. So our global presence is still very minimal compared to Keller Williams and other more international brokers. So there's an incredible opportunity for growth as we expand across the globe. So just a couple more statistics for you. EXP has had a 45% increase in agents in 1 year and a 63% increase since 2019. Those are some staggering numbers. So as you can see, statistically, there is no doubt. A lot of brokerages will say this, they'll throw it out there, they'll be completely lying. Look up the statistics, compare Keller Williams, Compass, Remax, Coldwell Banker. EXP is hands down the statistically fastest growing broker in the world. So we've established that. Now why? You should want to know why. I think if you see that or you're like, oh, I don't care, it doesn't matter, I would encourage you that it does matter, because there could be something in there that you're not realizing. I mean, after all, there has to be a reason why not only so many new agents are joining, but if you look at the transition from major agents, whether they lead teams, whether they're a broker themselves, to EXP, you have to ask yourself, what is going on here? So what is the reason, okay? We talked about how all these brokerages will say they're the best at everything. And I'm not saying EXP is the best in every single category, and they may not be a good fit for where you're at and what your lifestyle is, but you need to understand the fundamental revolution of EXP's business model, in the sense that it is different from any other broker, and there's simply no debating that. So what are the main differences? First of all, there's a lot of similarities. Okay, we have a $16,000 cap with an 80-20 split. You'll get 100% after you pay out your cap. You know, we have a CRM, KV Core, that we get for free when we work for EXP Realty. We have great training. We have great culture. We have responsive brokers. That's all standard stuff. That's something you should be getting at a brokerage regardless. Help with marketing, help with lead generating. Okay, any broker is going to offer you that in some form. That is not what sets EXP apart. And when you're going through this process in your head of figuring out what brokerage you want to join or transfer to, you got to ask yourself, what are the real differences? What are those two main differences with EXP Realty that I've talked about before, but I need to make sure you understand, okay? One is the equity program, and that is getting stock in EXP just by virtue of buying and selling homes. Now, I was with Keller Williams. I helped plenty of people buy and sell homes. I never got a stock grant, and I never was reimbursed the cap that I paid out, which was $18,000 at Keller Williams, okay? Just by virtue of selling real estate at EXP. First of all, I get a stock grant in a rapidly growing company for the first sale I get. I get a stock grant when I cap, all right? And I have a discounted buyback program, meaning I can purchase EXP stock at a discount with every transaction I close. But here's the big benefit that no other broker can lay claim to. If I hit certain sales goals, which at EXP is called icon status, I can get my full $16,000 cap back in equity in EXP, which is a rapidly growing company. So how that works is you pay out your cap, and then after you pay out your cap, when you reach certain sales goals and you achieve icon status, you automatically get an $8,000 grant of restricted stock units in an account that will vest over time. Okay, so that's half your cap back in your pocket in equity right away, just for doing what you would normally do. You could help people buy and sell homes at Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, Remax for your whole life and never get a grant like this, okay? And you will get it every time you hit icon status at EXP. Now that's not your full 16K, all right? You get an additional $4,000 if you attend the EXP conference, which I would recommend you do anyway, because it's a great networking event and there's a lot of highly successful people there that you can learn from. So you attend the conference and you get another $4,000 in restricted stock units. Now, additionally, at the end of the year, if you're in good standing with the company and you have a good reputation, you haven't done anything that is outside of the company's core values, you will get the last $4,000 grant in restricted stock units, a portion of which will vest every year. So, bam, if you do those three things, you've got $16,000, everything you paid out in your cap, now sitting in an account in company stock, not only just any company stock, a company that is the fastest growing brokerage in the world, which means the value of that stock is going up and up and up. You could say what you want about EXP, but I don't know of any other brokerage that currently offers this. Now, the other major differentiating factor for EXP Realty that no other broker has, that honestly I think is the biggest opportunity in real estate, is the revenue share model. Now, what is this? Very simply, it's an incentive-based program for recruiting others into our brokerage, okay? Now, other brokers do have something similar. For instance, Keller Williams has what they call a profit share model, where you are incentivized for bringing in agents into your market center. But here's the thing, and this is why it's so important to do your research. That is a profit share model, meaning if your market center, your brick and mortar market center, does not turn a profit for that quarter or year, regardless of how many people you recruited, you will not make anything. EXP's model specifically is revenue share. There's no profitability of the market center because we don't have brick and mortar market centers. Okay, this is Netflix versus Blockbuster, folks. Honestly, this is an entire new paradigm. Because we don't have any brick and mortar, we have lower fees, and we don't rely on the profitability of one market center to dictate how much money we get, okay? Anyone we bring into the company, as they pay off their cap, we are incentivized with a cash contribution to us directly deposited into our account. And honestly, there are agents currently making 6 figures a month just through recruiting, okay? Now, I can already hear the common objections to this. Oh, this is a pyramid scheme. Well, for one, it's important you understand the difference between a pyramid scheme and multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is a legit business that people like Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad, are actually huge fans of. A pyramid scheme involves a fake product, okay? Herbalife. People sell Herbalife to other Herbalife salespeople, and there's really no benefit to the consumer. There's no real demand among consumers. It's just sold to other salespeople. That is a pyramid scheme. Why is EXP not a pyramid scheme? Well, what is the product? The product are homes. That's as legit a product as you could ever have, okay? We are in the business of helping folks buy and sell homes. There's no fake product that is being sold from one EXP agent to another, okay? There's no warehouse of fake products sold by EXP agents to other agents. We are simply extolling the virtues and benefits of working at our brokerage, of which there are many, okay? So this is a legitimate multi-level marketing opportunity. And the beauty of many multi-level marketing opportunities is the amazing passive income that you can generate. So you recruit people just for being vocal about EXP, just for telling your friends about how much you're enjoying it, just for sharing stories about the stock grants that you get. You will organically recruit people into the company, and of course, they are still helping people buy and sell homes. There's no, fake product. There's no, secret meetings. They're doing what they would normally do, what you're going to do at any other brokerage, help people buy and sell homes. But EXP is offering its agents a piece of the pie, and that's what I need you to understand. There's no other brokerage offering you a piece of the pie like EXP Realty. Now, the beauty is you can spend as much or as little time with your downline as you want. You can put a lot of time and energy into recruiting folks into your organization, or you can do it very casually and have it grow organically. Okay, there's no requirements. It's go at your own pace, but it's an incredible opportunity to generate massive amounts of income. I'm telling you, legitimately, there are many people at the company who generate 6 figures a month just based off how many people they've recruited into the company. That's incredible. And I don't know any other brokerage that is a wealth generator like EXP Realty is. So if you're interested in financial freedom, in passive income, and just generating as many sources of income as possible, you need to understand what EXP is offering with this revenue share program and how it can benefit you. Now, there are a lot of other smaller benefits to joining EXP as well. Remember, we are not a brick and mortar. We're a virtual brokerage, okay? So we do not pay the same fees as if you were to go into an actual brick and mortar location every day. Okay, you've got office fees, desk fees, technology fees. You save a lot of that when you join EXP. But the biggest benefit of not having brick and mortars is, first of all, you have the same rules for each state, okay? Most other brokerages, Keller Williams, Remax, they have specific rules for each state that vary, which can make it very difficult if you're a large team looking to expand across multiple states. With EXP Realty, everything is uniform at every state. The cap, the splits, the fees, everything. So it's consistent, it's uniform, which is hugely beneficial if you're creating a large interstate team. Now, you may be saying to yourself, well, that sounds too good to be true, or I have a friend who said these awful things about EXP Realty, or I had a really negative experience with an EXP agent trying to recruit me, and those are all legitimate concerns, but I would encourage you to read the tea leaves, okay? Success leaves clues, all right? Lots of people have said this over time. Look at who is moving to EXP Realty. Okay, if you look at a lot of the major YouTube influencers, okay, Lloyd of Velasquez, Ricky Carruth, Chastain Miles, there's a ton of them. They offer a lot of benefit through YouTube. All of these guys are moving to EXP. Why? Because they have a social brand. They have a social presence. They have social authority. This plays in perfectly to the revenue share model at EXP. Do you understand if you can build yourself a brand with a great reputation and you develop a following either through YouTube or some other platform, you have an opportunity to make massive amounts of money through your recruiting practices. Look at the major brokers that are moving over to EXP. Look at Chuck Fazio, who had a brokerage that was consistently selling over $1 billion in real estate. Why would he join EXP? Well, for one, if you've ever said to yourself you want to be a broker, You need to understand how much liability is involved and how much turnover is involved. Yeah, we would all love to save on fees, but being a broker is a pretty risky position, and it's a pretty stressful one as well. So you're seeing a lot of brokers that don't want to be involved in that piece anymore. They just want to grow their team to sell real estate, or they want to focus 100% on recruiting, and EXP allows them to do that. So look at the massive teams, some of the biggest hitters moving over to EXP Realty, and that's going to continue. I promise EXP will undoubtedly be the biggest brokerage in the world by agent count and by sales volume within the next 5 years. You can just look at the numbers and see it. And again, it's very simple. It's a different model. Netflix, the blockbuster. We're not talking about, we have the best logo. We're not talking about we have the best CRM, or we'll pay for your leads, or we'll do your paperwork. This is a fundamentally different business model that benefits real estate agents. Okay, so I want to make sure you understand how it's fundamentally different. There's a great quote. I don't remember exactly who it's attributed to, but it's one of my favorites and related to business. It's, if you understand, you'll know what to do. And I honestly feel that way about EXP Realty. If you understand the model, you'll know what to do. And if you don't understand it, you may find yourself coming up with objections or speaking negatively about it. So, which is fine. EXP really may not be for you. But for your sake, for your financial future, financial well-being, you owe it to yourself to educate yourself about why EXP is growing so fast and how the model is fundamentally different from any other. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it gave you something to think about, gave you some information, and provided you value. Remember, my team and I love hearing from agents. I personally help people build brands on YouTube, work with real estate investors, and generate passive income through the rev share. So if you want to talk more about that and how you can get involved and have that discussion, reach out to me. I love hearing from agents. Book an appointment with me directly or just give me a call. Whatever it is, I would love to hear from you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.